Okay, all right, so chapter 2, we're going to get into this whole concept of debits and credits. All right, now imagine this balance sheet in a horizontal format. Assets equals liabilities plus equity, and I am the equal sign. Okay? Now, you have to understand that debit and credit comes from the original, I believe it's Greek or Latin, and it meant debute and credite. Debute means to the left. Credite means to the right. Okay? That's what it means, left and right. So this is now your debit hand. This is now your credit hand. Got it? D, C. Okay? Now, when you are looking at a balance sheet, assets are on which side of the equal sign? Left or right? Left. So, because assets are on the left-hand side of the equal sign, they go up on the left. Okay? Go with me for just 1 second. I'm going to give you an example here in a second. All right? Liabilities and stockholders' equity are on which side of the equal sign? The right. So, they're going to go up on the right, the credit side. Okay, now, I've got to figure out how to do this, because this is really, oh, there we go. All right, so most of the time in math class, what you're used to is you're used to a single columnar format, okay? When you're dealing with math, you put all the adds and subtracts all in one column, and you use a little negative out there to indicate whether you're going to subtract it, right? That's how we do math in the math department, okay? In the accounting department, here's our assets, here's our liabilities, and here's our equity. Okay? And here's our equal sign. So, assets are on the left, so they go up on the left. Liabilities and equity are on the right-hand side of the equal sign, so they're going to go up on the good. So if I say I'm going to debit an asset, that means I'm adding more assets. If I say that I'm crediting a liability or an equity account, that means I'm adding more liabilities or adding equity. You with me? Okay. Because assets go up on the left, that means on the right they have to go, whoop. They go, nope. Mm-mm. They got to go down. So if I'm over here on assets, there you go, up on the left, that means they got to go down on the right. So what we just did is that single columnar format where we had add, subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract. We moved all the adds over to the left, and we moved all the subtracts over to the right. And we no longer use negatives. If it's on the right for an asset, we know that we need to subtract it. You with me? This is not so bad, okay? If we're over here under liabilities and equity, because they go up on the right, that means they got to go down on the left. Okay? So if I say that I credit a liability or an equity, that means I'm increasing it. If I say that I debit a liability or an equity, that means I decrease it. How we doing? Okay? So it's one of those things where it's like, and let me just go ahead and address it. When you're sitting there and you're going, yeah, but I use my debit card, and that makes my account go down? To which y'all are going, okay, but that doesn't make this doesn't make any sense. It does when you look at it from the bank's perspective. When you deposit money into your account, from your perspective, you're debiting an asset, right? From the bank's perspective, they are crediting a liability. So when you use your debit card, their liability is decreasing because you just withdrew money out of their bank. You with me? Okay? So again, watch out for all that stuff of trying to make debit and credit mean add and subtract. I'm gonna have to retrain you. And we'll hit a wall and we'll keep pushing. And we'll hit a wall and we'll keep pushing. Okay? All right? But in chapter 2, that's what we're going to do. Every transaction that you're going to see in chapter 2 is going to be either an asset, a liability, or a stockholder's equity account, specifically stock. We're going to get into retained earnings in chapter 3. Okay? Any questions? All right, so let's take a look at the schedule. All right, so today's Wednesday. Your Smart Book assignment is due no later than tonight. I think most of you did do your Smart Book assignment before you came to class. Bravo. That probably helped a lot. Okay, so again, when the Smart Book is assigned after the lecture class, let me just say, it doesn't mean that that's the best way. Okay? Your Smart Book is due tonight. Let me just say, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I think I got this, go ahead and open up that homework. Now, I realize that the homework is not due until Wednesday. So, again, talking about the schedule. Monday is Martin Luther King Day, right? We're not here. Tuesday is Continuing Education Day for all the faculty. Okay, we will all be uptown. So just realize there will be no face-to-face classes on Tuesday, but if you have an online class, you need to pay attention to whatever's on your schedule, okay? And same thing with a face-to-face class. The instructor may have something on your schedule for Tuesday, but just realize you're not in class on Tuesday, okay? Which then means we'll be back in here on Wednesday, okay? Now, on Wednesday, your Chapter 1 homework is due after class at 11:59 p.m. But just realize that if you go ahead, let me just say this, if you finish up your Smart Book today, we've talked about it today, and you wait until next Wednesday or next Tuesday and don't touch this at all for the next couple of days, you're going to pick it up and you're going to go, oh, I thought I had this, and now I'm a blank. You need to touch this accounting stuff every day possible. Otherwise, it gets old quick. Okay? So if you think you got it and you're sitting there and you're going, I think I'm good, go ahead tonight and open up that Chapter 1 homework and start working on it. Then, when we get back in here on Wednesday, we can address any problems that you're having with the homework, and then on Wednesday of next week, all you have to do is correct whatever issues you got, okay? Again, remember, homework, you get 3 submissions, but you get 5 check my works per question. Because I personally think that screwing something up and having to figure out how to fix it is a learning opportunity. Okay? How we doing? All right. Then, if you're still sitting there and you're going, I got this, I am totally with it, go ahead and finish up your Chapter 1 quiz. Your Chapter 1 quiz isn't due until the 22nd, but go ahead and do it. So the due dates that are in the course schedule, just realize every assignment other than, well, let me do it this way. All of your SmartBook, homework, and quizzes all open 2 weeks in advance. Okay? So that means if you decide to go on vacation the week that it's due, not a problem, just work ahead. Okay? You can do that. Okay? The comprehensive problem is not going to open until the 29th because y'all don't have enough information at this point for it to even make sense. Okay? So that'll open on the 29th. And then also remember that Chapter 2 SmartBook is due on the 17th. But again, it's already open. If you're sitting there and you're like, I want to work ahead, go for it. Do it. All good. Now, I will say this. The only thing is that right now, usually, I have my class recordings already out there and posted and everything else. But again, it didn't happen because McGraw-Hill sort of left me hanging on my recordings and stuff. So I'm having to kind of completely redo those. So there you go. There's sort of the schedule for the next week. All right. Don't forget that every week you have your weekly attendance assignment. So this week, the EVA counts as your first week's attendance. Okay. Going forward from here, each week, that whatever chapter we're working on, the attendance assignment is basically going to be a vocabulary test on some level. Because again, most people don't think of accounting as vocabulary, and there's a lot of vocabulary. So it's usually just that really low level, can you remember stuff, okay? And it's 3 questions per week. I think I gave you 3 attempts per week, so you can, whichever one you get the highest grade on, go for it. Now just realize though, the attendance quizzes open between midnight on Sunday and Monday, and they close at midnight on Sunday and Monday. And they're only open that 1 week. Okay? All right. I average all those attendance assignments together, and you've earned your curve at the end of the semester. Okay? And let me just say, 3-point curve at the end of the semester is a little bit like a 10-point curve on an exam. Okay? All right. Anything? Any questions? We're all good on the schedule. Not going to be here now on Monday. All good there. I need you to hang out for a minute for me after class. All good? All right. Have a good one.